Morning, everybody. Are you ready for some football? No, I'm just kidding. Hey, we got a project today. As you guys know, I do the grass cutting here, and we had this super huge project of trimming these bushes slash trees. You can see the pile of wood that resulted from that, and that's only a partial on that. Got a lot more wood back here, some more really big pieces. Big job. If the sun's going to come out or not, that it's not going to rain. You can see the resulting pile we have here. Well, this mower is a pretty good mower. And if I can get this working on some of these piles, I can get these down to just pretty big sticks and take it from there. Get a lot of that stuff reduced dramatically. So what I want to try to do, well, the big problem is, as I was cutting the grass last week, I noticed that the mower, and I just degreased this yesterday, the mower had come detached. Lost some bolts over here. I think we actually had some tearing under here. So what I'm going to have to do is go ahead and get this lifted up over here and take a look at it close up. I'm going to have to turn it on its side. I got everything pretty tight. I got everything degreased, but we've got to get that back down on there. This is a really good unit. This 3.5 horsepower really kicks ass on here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get set up. I'm going to get some wood boards up here and we'll get this set up at a working height. Didn't find any boards that were suitable, but I do have her upside down. You can see she's a pretty gnarly unit. Got some breakage there on that. See if maybe we can pick up another blade today. Maybe get that cleaned up a little bit. But you can see this this unit is actually just being held on by one bolt, and it started to tear the metal away over there. So I need to clean this up. I need to pull this bolt, get that thing out of there and use that for, check that for size and get some more, and then secure this in a place like this with washers. We need to get this thing cleaned up and really secure this engine on top of here, because like I say, this is a really good engine and I really like this lawnmower. And then we can clean up all this, get this crap cleaned off, and maybe see about sharpening this blade up. I don't know how much longer that's going to last. So, all right, let me get my tool to just remove that. My socket set looks like a maybe a 3/8 inch, maybe by an inch. It was the last one holding the unit on top. I've now removed that to take that for sizing. And I propped up the mower, the engine, for support here, so it wouldn't just fall out of there. I'm going to see if I can maybe get some of this crap cleaned away here, and then maybe decide about this this blade. I don't know. I'm like always somebody, don't replace it unless you have to. I know, cheap. Half-hearted. I gave kind of a half-hearted attempt to remove the blade. I don't really care about it. I mean, when that goes, that'll probably be the end of the mower anyway. So I'm gonna head off to the hardware store here, go see the hardware dick, and see about getting some replacement bolts here. I think these are probably grade 5. So see you guys back here in a little bit. Got some nice grade 8. These are high tensile. You can always tell grade 8 because it has 6 slashes on the top of it, as opposed to a grade 5 that has 3 and a low grade which has none. And these are this is definitely overkill, but they didn't have any grade 5. So I think these are up to 80,000 pounds per square inch tensile strength. I got some flat washers too, and I got some lock washers. What I want to do is try to widen the gripping area here by giving these something to hook on. You can see how that kind of tore away over there. I want to try to take the hammer, beat that back into position like that, and I can see my mower slipped down while I was going, so I'm going to have to reposition this with blocks. And let's start getting her back together. Let me get her repositioned here. I didn't select these washers, flat washers and lock washers, willy-nilly. I kind of took a measurement of the spacing there so that this would go down within that raised rim. It has a raised ridge on the side of it. The lock washer will hopefully keep that from vibrating its way out again. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other ones positioned, and then we'll tighten them down and hope that we got a winner. As I was putting it together, I should have been a little smarter and removed that bolt before I pounded that down. So now I have to remove the shroud. I had two of the bolts positioned, so I'm going to take it. I have to take it off to remove that bolt down there. Think a little ahead of time, Rosie. Why don't you? Just goes to show you, when you go out of balance on a mounting for an engine, how it can tear up and basically destroy the metal mounting there. So you have to always be careful. Tighten your nuts once in a while. I think that's about it. I noticed that the mower really only has 3 hold down points, 2 of which had ripped through the metal. So you can see the way that this washer now has been bent down to conform. In tightening that down, that helped that bend into that channel, and that'll give it additional holding power. And over here we have plenty of metal that's now gripped on the shroud. Shouldn't have a problem with that. And down here the same way, where we tore away a little bit at the top. With the washer now on there, we're grabbing plenty of the shroud. So what I want to do now is go over and put it over top of a drain pan and change the oil while I have it. While I have a chance now. Everything's pretty cleaned up underneath. This blade still seems sharp. I think there's much needed. I might run a file over that. So. Vibration. There's Domino. Hello, Domino. Domino. Well, she's running good. Nice and smooth. Running great. No vibration. Get set up, I'll show you what you can do on here. get the basic idea. That thing is strong as an ox, and it's really going to make light work of this pile, and it's going to help build up the surface over here too with some of that organic matter. Start filling up some of the low spots, give a little bit of better traction here. Anyway, there it is. Lawnmower's all repaired, no vibration. Really good, cleaned up, carburetor cleaned, oil change. She's ready to go for the season, and she's got a big job to do. ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Missy Jen was running the sawzall a little bit to get some of the big pieces knocked out, but look at that. In 3 hours, we have disintegrated that pile of brush. I am very happy about that because they wanted $300 to haul that stuff off. And we've fixed our lawnmower and made that great once again. I told you this thing is a beast. Thanks so much for being along, guys. Thank you, Missy Jen. Thumbs up are appreciated. And another Wednesday on the Rancho. Always something to do. Thanks for being along, everybody.